All right, we live, baby.
Good night, everybody.
Okay. Nerd Z, is you ready?
Oh, I hope so. Yes.
Down Pash, is you ready?
Ready and well, I was gonna say ready and willing, but that sounded very wrong. So I'm just ready. I'm just
Okay.
whoa. You can't say you're willing. You can't say
Yeah. In a in a world where certain hotels are like, hey, you got a BBL, we can't take care of you. This is the vent. I'm your host, J.R. Deville. We got the Nerd Z here.
I'm. Whoa. I'm done.
We got Down Pash here.
Hey, they're really not taking them in though. They're sick and tired of.
Ew.
No, they're really not. Atlanta's
For the
mashup.
cares?
Yeah,
What,
for
they're
the
bleeding all over the
BBLs.
sheets or something? Like, what's
I
going on?
I don't know about the bleeding
Oh,
all over this.
whoa.
I'm just
Ew.
wondering, like, is that the reason why they're not trying to take them? Like, too much fat has been left behind? Like, I don't understand.
Oh.
Like,
Ugh.
did they have to get a new bed rest? Like, they asked for too many pillows because they had to sit up a certain way. I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be low key upset if I needed a wheelchair and then I'm seeing all the people. I can't get a wheelchair because everybody decided to
And
do their butt that same weekend.
that's a specialized wheelchair too.
So,
There's no actual seat.
oh,
They have to cut the booty out. They have to cut the booty out.
Yeah. No pun intended.
they cut the movie. Yeah.
No, they're packing it in. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people realize, like these bums ain't it. These bums are a little weird.
Ladies, you can't all
They
get
be
that.
looking like
You can't be all getting the ant booty. Not why does everyone go for the same booty?
looking like a Bug's Life.
The ant booty.
Look like the Bug's Life out here.
Z, like it's
Their thighs don't match.
they don't even like. Yeah, thank you. Thighs don't match. They don't even like.
So the same issue that we were all laughing at when Kim got her booty implants.
What she did, yeah.
And the thighs were not matching. People are now trying to go for that look.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna talk about what people should do to enhance. I'm just saying, there's people that need to use wheelchairs, and it's hard time. There's people that need to go into rooms, and we don't need to see some access cysts that exploded all over people's sheets.
Oh, that's even just
White
saying
sheets. White sheets.
White.
It's not easy. They gotta be heavy on the bleach.
It's because yeah.
They're gonna go heavy on the bleach, let that soak. They might have to hand wash. They might have the Caribbean lady that knows how to do the strip strips. The strip strips. Do you ever see the strip strips? Those real yardy people that know how to wash clothes with their hand and like that.
The sound effect.
The strip. But that's the clothes wash.
Like K Michelle removed hers because she realized, okay, I can't look like this. But then she fixed up here for no reason. For no reason.
But I remember
I don't know.
There was a fitness model back in the day that I think it was like Body by J or whatever. She removed it. She was on the doctors. Yeah. She removed her because a woman killed her.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Almost killed. Yeah. Leaking and almost killed her.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, they say that the BBL is one of the most dangerous procedures to happen, and there's things that can happen when you get it done. Yeah.
Well,
first off, my thing is this: why are people actually spending their hard-earned money to go and do this?
In COVID, by the way, just you know.
Some people aren't though. Some people they'll go to Brazil, they'll go to Cuba or Brazil and get like the.
For what?
The one person there, it's $4 bills. Just fill it
up.
For
who? For who? For themselves. Okay, yes, for themselves. Okay, cool.
From the donations they get, and they get donations.
This is true because I've seen a few of those what's it called, GoFundMe's. But yeah, why? Like why? So you can post a better picture on Instagram.
That's the.
I would low-key be upset if someone had a GoFundMe for like school education. You come back and just body out.
Bam. Bam.
That's where my textbooks went. That's where the textbooks went.
Oh.
But
I'd be upset too.
None of my business. None of my business. Everybody's thinking enhancements. I mean, danger. We're in a pandemic and people are still trying to turn up. There's no danger. Danger's out the question when something could kill you. They have variants. Variants like it's the multiverse right now. Variants.
Bro. Out of nowhere, they're like, monkeypox coming from Nigeria.
Supposedly West Nile virus is making a return. They're gonna come back. Come back.
You guys making it, these diseases dropping albums.
Like they're dropping albums right now. Like
honestly.
They're dropping like lifestyle albums, yo.
Trust.
But
the whole discography coming soon.
Yeah, man. There's not really that much R&B because you can't really have intimate moments right now. But speaking of intimate moments, athletes at Tokyo Olympics giving anti-sex beds to limit spread of the coronavirus. So this is our segue into our Corona Daily or Corona Weekly. Basically, athletes at Tokyo Olympic Village has been given anti-sex beds to discourage them from any contact that can spread coronavirus. The beds are reportedly made of cardboard and are apparently only designed to take the weight of one person, meaning they would break if anyone tried to share them. Concerns of COVID spreading through athletes' villages continue as 6 British track and field athletes and 2 staff members were forced to isolate after being identified as close contact to an individual who tested positive for COVID-19 on their flights to Japan. The British Olympic Association confirmed on Sunday. Now,
that is just like, what are we doing?
Delpesh has posted these beds. As you can tell, they have.
You're telling me people are not going to have sex on the floor? Like you're not like.
First off, the first thing I thought about when it came to the bed is, who's you to say that one person could fit on a bed? What if it's a shot putter? Shot putter took their whole shoulder, leaned their shoulder in that bed. That's caving in,
This guy's just caving in.
If a shot putter sleeps on their side, it's over for that bed. It's cardboard.
But you know what I was also starting to say beforehand. They're saying like, oh, close contact and whatever the case is. Yo, these people are making sure that people cannot have a good night rest. That's cheating.
Wow. Okay. New take. That's a new take.
I never even thought about that.
Like, your body's tense now. You can't relax from the previous day of exertion. Because now you're stuck on a balancing act of paper.
That is hilarious.
I see what they're doing.
You're acting like I can't sit on the bed and then the person can be on the floor. Like
you know what's funny?
Like
I'm talking about the weight. Kadeem's talking about the position. What was the kid just talking about too? Like,
this is
cheating tactics.
Everybody has a different concept to this anti-bed,
That's ridiculous, man.
But it's making more and more sense. Japan is something else, eh?
That's on some different times.
I'll be low-key cheesed if they never told me this, and I go on this bed and I throw my bag in there. People just, when they get to a hotel, sometimes you just have a heavy bag, throw it on the bed, and the whole bed just caves in. I'll be cheesed.
And it's not like it's also a traditional mat. That's the other thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
so we're on 2 boxes of cardboard.
You kidding me right now? Look at this.
That might be a comfy thing. So we don't know. It might be it might be comfy. It might be comfy.
I don't know about that.
Cardboard's not that bad. People break down on cardboard,
Yeah, but do you see how much space is going on in between there?
Against the ground, but yeah.
Look at the space.
Like,
as you said, the person with the heavy shoulder, dent in top part, and then their knee kick up a certain way. Then there's a dent in. No,
Yo,
no.
Delpesh, I don't know if you found a picture of the frame of the bed, but like this bed, like I feel like if you just sit on a wrong corner, that is caving in.
But is the blanket a actual blanket, or is it
I
like
think
a
it's a
sheet
blanket. I
of
think
like?
it has to be a proper blanket.
It looks like a
It's a proper
pleated
blanket.
paper roll. That's what it seems like.
Oh no. Oh no. I think no, I think I think it's a proper bed still. It has to be a proper bed. There's no way they're having athletes want to perform to their best abilities and giving them these trash ass beds.
Only one person though. Only one person.
But at the same
I
time,
mean,
if you really think about it, there's some people that don't sleep on beds. Some people
don't
don't
get me
have a bed.
wrong. That's true. That's very true. But these athletes, I think they invest in a good bed to ensure that they can.
I mean,
So wait,
depends. It depends. It depends. Like the condition. Some people believe the sleeping on the floor it helps your back or something. Like it's stable.
This
Like
is true.
you heard about this?
This is true. I've
Like
heard
straight
about this.
surfaces
Hmm.
does something to your back.
Correct certain parts of your
I
back.
don't know about
The
all that.
misalignments.
it's
But
because I don't know about that.
yeah, but
I don't know about that either.
yo, let me show you. So I don't want to be that guy, but Delpesh, if you post back that picture again,
Wait, hold on. Let me get a. I'm trying to get a. Okay, hold on. I have a new. So I have a new photo. I'm gonna go back to this a second.
because I got to show you guys this. You see this room right here,
Mm.
and they're saying that they're trying to make these beds anti-sex. I don't really believe there's such thing as like anti-sex.
Yeah,
Like
like what?
anti-sex. Like I get it. I think there's abstinence, of course, but like a bed, like a lot of people, like you monsters out there, you know who you are. The bed is sometimes the bed is not even the first place you guys think to go to do things.
That's what I'm saying.
So if coronavirus is gonna spread, coronavirus is gonna spread. And if they're making it sound like sex is the reason coronavirus is spreading, coronavirus is staying forever.
Some argue you shouldn't even have a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, because people have sex. You can't stop sex. So if you can't stop sex, there's no way you're stopping coronavirus.
Like I was gonna say, like people said you shouldn't even have an Olympics this year. Technically, you guys should just wait it out.
It's true.
But they
true.
but they are it airs. They said we're having this Olympics. We're having this
one.
whether you like it or not.
I was about to say, as an extension to that Caribbean accent insert, I was about to say the whole place mash up.
See, watch. No, this is what James talk about. This is the.
Oh no!
That's
the bed head.
That's the bed head.
It is a folding carpet. No.
You're telling me any man could go. Any man could make their beds. They'll just put side A to side B and fold it in. If any man said, "Yo, here's your bed mattress," and just throw me a flat piece of cardboard with instructions to fold, we're scrapping. We are scrapping.
We have to fight.
No,
we have to fight. We have to fight. What if someone spills some water on the side of the bed? It's over.
Oh,
the whole place mash up.
What if someone sweats in their sleep?
That is.
They're not thinking this through. Someone sweats in their sleep. They wake up in the frame of the bed, like in the floor, and then the frame.
In the frame, on the floor.
This guy said in the frame. That's funny.
They're like, what the hell? What have you been doing in your bed? I'm like,
sweating.
You know what I mean?
Like,
sweating. Exactly.
That's ridiculous. Like,
that is wild. It's wild, but it is funny though. It is funny.
I don't know, man.
Like you can't like when you show the video of the room, like if you show the picture of the room with 2 beds, I've seen multiple places where someone could do their deed. It just shows what type of savagery you are. There's multiple places there. Multiple places you can have your entertainment time. You know what I mean?
Like,
Look at that. Multiple places.
that's what I'm saying.
Multiple places. That floor itself.
Unless all those things are colored cardboard too.
Oh my gosh, that
Except
would
the
be
closet.
terrible. That'd be terrible.
The nightstand is cardboard. Everything in the window be cardboard, or some paper, or some floss. You know.
Just throw out the whole room when you're done.
Wait, I got an even better picture. Okay, so I'm gonna load this up. Now we're gonna see I'm gonna guess the insides of it a little bit. So with this now, where am I? Hold on. It shows, like you see the inside of it. Except this thing's not cooperating right now. Hold on.
It looks like it's a fold up thing. I think it's a fold up thing.
Mm-hmm. It's like a, let me see.
Like a mat.
Yeah,
that does not look like a mat at all. That actually looks like a thin piece of, like,
look at that.
A thicker piece of cardboard.
What are those? What is this? What is this?
If any man try to say, yo, that's your bed, you're sleeping on that. We're fighting. We gotta fight. I've done my trials, I've done my things.
What are those? Like,
tell me.
Like, what is that?
Oh, that's a little mini mattress pad. That's a mattress pad.
That's a mattress pad.
So you're telling me, so this is how big brain this is. You just take the mattress pad, throw it on the floor.
Put it on top.
And no, not even on the top, Z. You put it on the floor and you just have sex on the mat. Why would you even use the cardboard frame at all? Like,
you just take it off the mat and then you just go on the mat. Your knees won't cut through the hardwood.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Forget about knees. Going through the hardwood, you know.
Yo, since I slimmed down, like anytime I kneel down now, like my knees hurt after a while. Like the bone is just exposed. Like it's just.
Listen, I went on one knee to tie my shoelace. I had to stand back up. I'm like, no, I'm sitting down. That knee just went right through. I was like, oh,
the pain, man.
Yeah, it wasn't fun at all.
Bony ass knees.
It wasn't fun at all.
I don't know, Japan. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are doing. You clearly didn't think this through. Just like everyone involved in this pandemic, no one has thought this through. Dr. Tam, who they took off TV because they're just like, yo, you're doing too much. She's the one that said, when you're having sex, you should have a mask on. You're telling me I'm breathing in and out, just while I'm making love, and I have a chance to choke on air because I have to wear a mask just to not contract the coronavirus? Like, how does that? Tam, what are you talking about?
Air.
She also, I think she
might
said,
not get enough air to your brain. What? Oh my god.
Yo, I swear she said glory holes were like the safe spot, like the safe place.
Tam,
because you're not like, you know what I mean? That's what
what did we say?
Like when they were trying to figure out what to say for COVID, they were saying some wild sitting there.
In the beginning,
whoa,
like right in the beginning, like I don't know, man. Tam may have been leaking
a wild thing that it just didn't make any sense.
She may have been leaking her. She may have been talking with her girlfriend that day, and she just leaked that like she wanted to be in the she wanted to be in the glory hole, and she's like, I'm just gonna say this as the answer. Oops.
Tam is clearly talking about her own ventures, but yeah.
Like,
trust me.
Glory
like
hole.
I swear those places are closed.
In that position.
Them places are closed.
That's a funny during
the COVID.
It's a double entendre right there. Who will be put in that position, Z? Who?
them nasty places are closed.
Actually,
they're closed.
Since Friday, though, they're open now again.
No, I know they're open, but at the time,
they
were closed. As weird as it sounds, I would have felt like that place would be super sanitary. I feel like they would not like you'd say Oasis or whatever, like Oasis, them places where people go and do
which were already naturally doing those practices. Yes,
I feel like they were already prepared for COVID because
facts.
God knows what's on the ground. Anybody could slip and slide and bust their head. Like if that, God knows the amount of DNA
Oh my
in
goodness.
them places there.
So many
Like,
clones. You could scoop that up, make some clones.
So many clones, the man said.
Get your-
Clones.
Do
Get
not
your-
bring out the blue. What is it? The blue light?
Oh, if you blue light a glory hole.
Blue.
no.
No, not the glory. No, like just those
Oh.
places.
Those okay.
Places, bro. Like that blue light might turn into the Matrix when it had the white light.
The white. Yeah.
You know, you ever see when some dies and he's like, you are in the second afterlife. It'll be looking like an afterlife.
So much white. So much. There'll be so much white. You look like you died and went to heaven.
We're gonna stop right now. We are stopping. Right now.
You see so much white. You thought I got hit with a train.
That's like it's like it's like Men in Black. It's like someone put in the blue light.
All white.
You're like, what the?
Like
why is your face white? What the hell's wrong? Can you imagine? I'm joking.
Yo, like Invincible when he let when Cecil let the dude's son. I was saying the dude's son. What's his name again? Invincible. Yeah. He showed him behind the scenes of what's happening. White like that. You flash that light and just white.
So right off, it's like, what the hell's all that? It's like you're that frequencies that you can't see. You just can't see what's going on here. That's how I'd feel like if I was in Oasis. If I ever went in there, I look around, I'm like, there has to be ew.
First
I can't see it, but there has someone shot off somewhere. Like something is. I don't have to like you. If you guys want to go in there and do your thing, that's the choice is yours. you can have all the fun you want. I understand that they may be like super sanitary and all that stuff. Not for me, sir. I'm not for that. But I mean, good. I guess toast to you guys. I don't know.
Stay safe.
Yeah, stay safe. Stay safe, and
you gotta tell people wash their hands. Whoa.
You better when you at the Olympics, ask those guys for like 10 of those mattress pads, so you can just make a little proper bed. Because, I mean, anyway.
Someone needs to tell these people they're cheating. Anyways. Cheating on people's sleep.
Right?
Yeah.
Can't sleep
That's
properly.
True.
You're not relaxed because you didn't fire any shots. No rivers were flowing. You're just all tense. Then you lose the game tomorrow. You're like, you know what? I should have let the river flow, so I could relax my muscles.
That's how my blood circulation.
Helps with blood circulation. Clears my mind.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that I would consider an enhancement.
Jeez, man.
Can you imagine if COVID said to people, you want to see people become anti-vaxxers? Let them start saying that you can't have sex if you're COVID.
A lot of people sadly
let them
follow.
say anything to do with something. Let them say anything like, because anti-vaxxers is something else, but like say something that people like desire and need, like sex. Let's see if COVID affect those type of key things like drugs or something. I said, yeah, you can't do this drug because this.
What? Oh,
like you don't tell them what to do. You know what I mean?
They'll be throwing off that mask the day they hear that announcement. I've had enough.
Like stopping people. They're trying to stop people's right to have sex.
You know what? If we don't,
they'll say, Sorry.
No, if we're not on our square, that may happen in the future. That's a whole other deeper
population
subject.
Control. Yeah.
It's another time.
They start tracking everything, and they're like, you know what? We need to realize who these people are trying to give people COVID. Take all the condoms out. Take all the contraceptives out. Take them all out.
Oh. Sounds sci-fi movie.
In order to do things, you have to go back to marriage.
Oh,
so they can track you.
Oh, that's a sci-fi movie. Oh, that's a sci-fi movie.
It's patented. It's patented by the Vent Podcast. The Vent Podcast has all rights to this idea, and this is patent. Okay.
I like the setup though.
Just take it and run off with it.
Wait. So let's play with this. They take all the contraptions. They take all the contraptions.
No, don't play with it, because if someone tries if someone try to steal this, we're gonna be very upset.
They have to pay us though.
There's a lot of people there's a lot of people that's yeah, I guess.
That's a good sci-fi movie. I'll watch that.
Huh?
I'll watch that. That's a good sci-fi plot. And they track everyone.
What it is?
They track everyone that's married.
For us to get to our stuff.
Why is my thing lagging? Come on, don't lag on me.
Look at your foreign papers. But in order for us to have our good health insurance, we need to be married.
Don't kill me.
That'll be
no. Trust me. I'll be okay with that. I'm trying to get married out here. I'm trying to get married. I'm trying to marry someone.
You're done with outside.
I'm done with outside. I want my wife and kids.
And the picket white house, the picket white fence.
This guy has such aggressions.
I want my wife. I want my wife and kids.
I hear that.
I'm tired. I want to just tired of all you guys. Anyway, so
I understand.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say. So basically, this is from the Shade Room. Shout out to the Shade Room. This is the Shade Room's great debates, and it comes from this man that's been known to snatch people's, not really snatch, but like, you know, this is every gal heartthrob, and you know, his name is Idris Elba.
Elba.
And
AKA,
he made a post based Stringer Bell. Basically, he made. Oh, sorry.
No, I don't know if you're lagging a bit. Like there's a little delay. You may have to shoot.
It sounds like I think.
You may have to sue Rogers or Bell. I don't know who you're with, but
I just might have to sue Rogers. Rogers is moving like a fool right now. But anyway, so basically, Idris Elba made this post, and it's one of them, social media posts where it's a bunch of words. So it's like he actually typed out a document or whatever, and he wrote this. This is from Idris Elba himself. People in the public eye get verified on social media, symbolized by the blue tick, and the process of verification requires them to prove their identity, so everyone knows who is speaking. Social media companies should make this mandatory for all viewers. Currently, social media is like boarding a plane and not having to show ID. That will never happen. If cowards are being supported by a veil of privacy and secrecy, then social media is not a safe place. It is an aeroplane that allows travelers to wear balaclavas. If cowards want to spout racial rhetoric, then say it with your name, not your username. So basically, say it with your chest. Basically, say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest.
How do you guys feel about that? Because
I mean, if he's trying to that, I'm not trying to defend anybody now, but it kind of sounds like, of course, we're outing some people. Like, say for example, if you're racist, then hold your racism out loud. Like, if you're in other areas that are not really deemed acceptable within society, yeah, especially for, like, as you said, some of the rhetorics that are being said and discussed. So, I mean, in some ways, yes, some rhetorics do need to get played out. For example, misandry and misogyny are two of them that need to be played out. No one wants to hear that the other gender hates the other gender, when that's just it. Like, some people just do not make really good choices, but to generalize and say that this whole embodiment of a group should have to suffer because of whatever experiences that you've encountered, and you continuously perpetuate that type of stuff and try to woo people's opinion. Now,
it's just a bad character judgment. It has nothing to do with the gender.
Yeah.
You could say,
stuff like that.
You could say, I don't like this type of social behavior.
Yes.
And if they happen to be that color, there's a difference between happen to be and be like, this is your color, and this is all you women do. There's a big difference between that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, making those generalizations. Right. But in that respect, don't hide behind your little username. Don't hide behind your screen. Say it with your chest.
No, I agree. But if that was to happen, a lot of people would be like, oh, yep, you got to stop here. This is where your trolling life stops. Say it with your chest so people can say. A lot of people love to say it. Like, that's the thing. I notice it not only in social media, but even in like news reports. Like CP24, you would see some borderline racist comments, like close, like racist. Because there's some racist people that reside on CP24, like the news reports, or just very naive people, like very naive that it was like, they just act like, then why would they do such a thing? I'm like, bro, shut the hell up.
Honestly.
Get out of your damn bubble and wake up and smell the coffee. I guess if that makes any sense. But yeah, like I feel like it's cool. I don't do anything crazy on social media, like comment or call anybody out their name or anything, which is, that's a happy life for me. I don't need to make a burner account to cuss people or anything.
That's fun. But it's funny, some celebrities do that though.
Yeah, that exists.
Like allegedly, the name just slipped me. What it's I think she's a singer. I think. Is it Kehlani? So allegedly, Kehlani has a burner account. So anytime people criticize her, this is allegedly, she would kind of like go in the comments and just fry a person, just
I mean, well, okay. So in situations like that, am I justifying it? Not really. But if they started it,
and the person did start it, yeah, that's the thing.
Then I feel like that's a different story. If this person just came out of nowhere, out the wind, and started a conversation where they're just roasting you or dissing you, then it's like, yeah. I think that's the person who really needs to
You know what I would like? It would be cool if people were able to go by the ID, because you got to watch what you say, because now when you say it, you're responsible for what you post. You're responsible for what you write, and if you're sharing hate, people will come for you for that. People will check you for that. Because a lot of people like to say things that want them to have the last say, and then just keep it moving.
And keep it,
and then when they say, nah, you sit here, we got something to tell you. It's like, everybody hates me.
So now here's the drawback.
Because you didn't want to have a discussion. You wanted to, anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, well, there's the drawback, because at any point somebody could turn around and say, oh, maybe you text too many times in response to that person, and they're going to turn around and say that's harassment.
Oh.
Listen.
They replied to me 5 times.
Harassment.
That's never going to happen on social media. I feel, well, yeah.
Whoa. I was about to. Now that happens. Yo, so Ari Lennox was like, she was like, she had a couple of statuses, like she was just straight cussing out someone. So what happened is, she pinpointed a website, the infamous I think it's LSA, and it's a website, it's a gossip website. So obviously someone took it a little too far, and they were stalking her. So she was going to like, and she's like, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna destroy you. Like, you're stalking me, you're doing this, you're in my DMs, you're replying, you're harassing me basically. It's like, I'm gonna make sure to destroy you, because like you're taking things a little too far, and and people in the comments are going like, yo, who's LSA? What's going on? Like, are you okay? Ari, call me, text me, are you fine? Just snapping that day. Right?
Yeah, that's social media. You wanna go on like you're tough? Keep it up. They're gonna come for you.
But we gotta. This ain't a show when there's no conspiracy, And the beautiful show that you can see on Netflix called Black Mirror.
Mm.
And there's a Black Mirror episode called Nosedive, which everyone is verified on social media in that episode. And there's points attached to you.
Mm-hmm.
So when Idris calls for this, it's like,
where are we coming from?
That's big in the state. That's big in, I don't know if it's China or
China,
in the East, in the Asian like culture. I'm not sure, but like
they say that's tied like this.
Your credit is determined by that.
Yeah.
Your credit?
Yeah. They don't play around there.
Determined by the people you associate with.
Now.
Oh, you friends with that person, Z? Nah.
No.
You hit with the
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you going to do that? Because one of the biggest things, which is a huge flaw, especially by credit, is the humanity aspect of it. It's not like you have all these people in a position of privilege, and then all of a sudden we're taking in, and then they're like, oh, you had all the good options available. You just chose to be going the wrong ones.
Oh.
Like, no. Not everybody had a silver spoon in their mouth. So are they going to take that into account when they're making the little chart? Huh?
I guarantee you they're not. There's a lot of bill people don't take that on their account.
They sure don't.
They'll be like, listen, this is COVID. It's like, I get that and I understand that. But we could wait a little bit, but you owe us.
Yeah, July 25th. Pay up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, because like, even prime example, even if they did that scoring, their point scores and everything like that, they turn around and say, oh, everybody who did not get vaccinated, they get a point lower, or they get a reduction in their point.
Damn, Z took
but
it
then
there.
Turn around, I'll take it even further, because okay, they do that, and then I'd be like, well, did you not take in? You have a lot of precarious workers within your system. Thank you much. So if I take my day off, I won't be able to pay for certain things, and then you're gonna deduct my pay or deduct my points because I'm late on a payment because I took a day off for your vaccination. Huh?
Damn. I don't know. It just may call for that, but I don't think he knows what's in store. Like, that's a whole different. Because another thing with the internet too.
Just give us some time.
Like, this is the thing with the internet. I'm going to tell people now. The internet's not real. The number one rule you gotta always know is it's not real. And two, just because you see a person's picture doesn't mean that's the person behind the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So if they have a picture of like a black woman, black dude, La Casa, Asian, whatever, like, that doesn't mean that's who they are behind the screen. And you got to be careful when, I think we're using, there's a term I just heard today briefly, gaslighting. So when you see certain icons gaslighting topics, whether it's gender wars, sexuality wars, racism, you got to realize people get upset and try to throw comments and stuff like that, but then you have to back up and be like, wait a minute, is this person making us even black? Or they see?
Literally, I was just talking about this today.
It doesn't make sense, because when you go outside, yes, people are outside, and you look around, it may happen in spurts, but it's not as heavy as Twitter may make it seem, or Instagram.
Worst thing about it, I don't know. Worst thing about it, I feel like the person that could be flaming you on your IG could be the person right beside you.
That's
just with a burner account, or people that, you know what I mean? You just don't know.
By the way, that's 3-dimensional hate. That's some next type of hate. They'll be beside you on a burner, and you're like,
no, that's way too much work.
That's
hate. They know you.
Hate runs
but
deep.
Then they want to not be known.
Honestly, I was thinking that the other day. I'm like, you look at threads and then you'd be like, this wasn't created by I don't think they're created by a person who I think they were. But everyone's falling for it though.
For the culture of somebody else. Yeah. I was saying that to somebody. So I said two things. Today I was talking about the exact same things. Like, to somebody, I said, you need to know yourself as an individual, because people will have their ideologies on you and their own perspectives and projections that they will place on you. If you don't know yourself, you will fall yourself victim to a lot of these projections and perspectives of others.
Yeah.
That was one. Two, and that kind of goes with like gaslighting stuff. Two, I was saying that, you know what's crazy, that social media, I was saying this was my theory essentially, but it is kind of the same thing, was that social media causes you to now validate your whatever it is. So if you are not in a kin or an alignment to whatever it is that they say is you, you have to prove whether or not, or validate whether or not that is you. Your blackness is always being questioned. You're not black enough. Come on now. Biden came and said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black enough.
I'm still shocked he said that on
wax.
You can look up that clip right now. Like, he actually said that.
And that in itself is racist.
Right. But he still won.
I'm challenging your ethnicity.
Yeah, I'm challenging you able to dance more offbeat.
I think, yo.
It's kind of wild. That sounds kind of wild, doesn't it?
I said on the Breakfast Club.
To say that, I don't mean any of that. I don't need any of that, yo. But yeah. Yeah. So
I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna behave. Temporarily, I'm gonna behave. But nah, man.
But yeah.
Idris, I don't know what you're asking for. That's
you gotta define that. That's what I would be. Yeah. Idris, it's a great concept, it's a great theory, but you need to be specific, because, or really think about the whole thing and not just some things, because as we were just discussing.
Yeah, that's warfare, what people are doing when they gaslight, and that's trolling, they call it, but that's warfare. Right?
No, I'll pass on all that.
I'm leaning on
the next topic I have here, the next take I have right here, I guess it'll be the final take of the night, was the game rapper,
infamous
G Unit affiliate, well, not anymore,
X G Unit affiliate,
X G Unit affiliate. He wrote this. He put this post up and he said, "Only women, children, and dogs are loved unconditionally. A man is only loved under the condition that he provides something."
Okay, first we need to define unconditionally.
So, no matter what, that person got your back. No matter what. That's really it, yeah. They love you no matter what.
The way I see it, this is how I see it. Based off what I've heard, a woman with, like, let's say, the standard is you're supposed to wash, cook, clean, or whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying this is true. I'm not saying this is accurate. You know what I mean? What I was going to say. So basically, a woman that doesn't have, let's say the standard is having money, all that stuff and everything, right? Mm-hmm. Basically, if a woman doesn't have money, a pretty woman doesn't have money, doesn't cook, doesn't have this, doesn't do that, it's still a pretty woman. A man, or a handsome man, or whatever, that doesn't have this, doesn't have that, doesn't have the same things, is a waste man.
Oh, this guy just went right to it.
How do you guys feel about that? You said it's true.
No, yeah, that's true, but in the sense of the man part. But
interesting. So the other girl's not a waste gal.
There are waste gals, yes. Yes, there are.
You agree with this? So okay, so all
no,
right.
I don't agree with it. I think that both men and women are not loved unconditionally, and children.
Oh, jeez.
What?
It's an evil night.
You're gonna have to explain.
Some people have children just because they're there to make labor.
First off,
so they're not loved unconditionally.
Because James just looked to the left. He looked to the right.
I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break this down. Because I'm not even gonna go to children. Let's start with dogs. There are people that love their dog.
Okay.
Let their dog tongue kiss them up in their face and do the most with their
Okay.
dogs.
Yes.
Pick up dog, and when that dog dies, that person, the dog die, like it dies inside them. They go crazy. Okay.
Okay. Mhm.
So and the dog can do anything.
Mhm.
The dog can rip up their clothes, rip up things like, oh, damn it, Oxford.
Oxford
You
the
Okay.
know what I
dog.
mean? And then they keep going with it. What it is.
Mhm.
A child is loved unconditionally because you're not gonna see your child do some bad things and get mad and say, you know what, throw the whole baby away. No, that's not
Some
how it works.
wait, but some parents
But
do
some people
though.
do. That's
Don't
what I'm saying.
stop.
Some
Some
parents
people
do though.
do.
Some people do, but
Listen, abortion is the whole concept of that. All
Oh,
right.
whoa,
There we go.
okay. I
I
just
said no,
okay.
no, 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 no. That's just that's, I'm not gonna talk about abortion. I'm not gonna do
That's
that.
a part of it.
Some people
So
call
yeah,
dogs their
some people
children.
call dogs their children.
Thank you, Tristan. Shout out to Max. Max in the chat. Shout out to Tristan in the chat.
So yeah, so like you gotta chill on that. Like people love their dogs, people love their children. Someone that doesn't like their children and just says, yo, like
But you can tell though,
I'm gonna
we grew up with people that didn't like their children. We know people that
Mhm.
clearly
Did not.
did not like their children.
They
I
had that
mean,
child for a
yeah.
paycheck.
They had that
Kissed
child.
Okay.
they kept the child for
Okay.
labor
Okay.
They had a child just to have a child. Like they,
just to have the child. Love the
Baby
unconditional.
bonus and
No.
all them sitting there.
Yeah, exactly. So no,
it's a
unconditionally, no.
But kids
Yeah.
will still be loved by, like children will still be loved by, not if it's not their parents, it's the family. It's not this, it's that. It's not like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
They will still be loved. They can find, like they'll get love unconditionally somewhere because they are a child. They don't know any better. This and that. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what I would. That's what I'm. That's where I'm coming with it.
Mm.
There's women that will still be loved, and they don't do anything.
Unconditionally though, I don't want unconditionally.
Unconditionally.
Unconditionally, yes.
Nah, I don't. It exists, but I don't know about
I
that.
think it exists. That's
Unconditionally.
why
Nah,
you have.
man.
That's why the term gal clown was made.
Gal clown.
Gal clown.
Yeah, that's how I feel. You ever heard of the term gal clown?
No.
They just have their face made and that's it. Mm.
No, no, no. It's the
Oh,
person
that's
that is
interesting.
dealing with the girl. It's the
Oh,
clown.
okay, okay.
It's okay. You
Oh
guys
damn! I was
you need to
thinking of the
get
girl was being called that. See?
no, no,
Wow.
no, no. It's the person that's with the girl. But it's okay. We just need to listen to more Vibes Cartel. We're gonna go through of course, a Vibes Cartel and all those things.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So
So
Women will
that's a
always get love.
cultural
Women
thing.
will
Okay.
always get love from the streets. Thank you. Thank you.
We'll get love from the streets.
Huh?
Unconditional? Unconditionally.
And
Whoa.
that's unconditional?
See, put it like this.
The streets have love for
When
no
they
one.
say
She
when they
gotta
say,
be available in order for that condition to work.
but it's still
That's a
unconditioned, like
condition.
in a way.
Wait,
It's, I mean,
they would
sure,
get love from the
unconditionally.
streets, and that's when they turn. Nah, Tristan, I can't say that.
But you know what?
Mhm. The streets got love nobody. Troy, I've told you guys, the streets is a myth. When the time comes, everyone fights for their own freedom. Really, yeah. It's a myth. Streets love nobody. Stay out the streets, people. That's my pee.
Unconditional. Says who?
But
There's
that's
conditions to everything, man.
who I think. Wait, hold on. What was it? Chris Rock. I remember this. Chris Rock did a freaking
a comic book, yeah.
A comic bit about this, and he said that the same thing, and he said how he explained it is like when a man goes to his people and says, "I am dating this woman," they ask, "What does she look like?" Or like, what was it? What does she work? Does she do that? What does she look like? When a woman goes to her friends about her man, they say, "What does he do?"
Okay. You're asking the same thing.
Is it? Is it the same thing?
Yeah. Yeah. One's called
From what does
security
he
and the
look
other one's
like?
called one's called
What does he look like?
Gene
And to
Legacy.
what does he do? It's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yes.
So basically, what does she look like is like, I guess, face value. What does he
Exactly.
do is what he brings to the table. So it's not even it's not even ugly. You know what I mean? That like not what he looks. So that means that man could be Beetlejuice, but what does he do? What does he bring to the table? See what I'm saying?
Listen, that is y'all rule. You guys wanted
How's
to
that the
be
same?
security and breadwinner and all that stuff. So what other question is supposed to be asked?
I don't know. You tell me. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what you women bring to the table. I don't know what you
Exactly.
women say. Oh, my laptop
But
shut off.
that's what I'm saying. Y'all want the title of breadwinner. So what other question is supposed to be asked?
Who said they want the title of breadwinner? Who said I wanted the title of breadwinner?
Well, for those,
Who
I want
said
the title.
that? That's a real question.
For those, I want the
For
title.
those who want the title, I was chosen to be the breadwinner. Who said I wanted it though?
Right, you grew up in society that said men are the breadwinners who are supposed to
Does that make it right?
What other question?
I don't have a problem being one, but does that make it right?
Well, what other question are you supposed to? What does he do?
Okay. Not even who is he?
Alignment.
What type of person he is?
Characteristic.
The characteristics.
Yeah,
Why do you like
your
the
job does
person?
not tell you about
What does he
yourself.
do?
Your job doesn't
Not
tell
all
you
the
about
time.
yourself.
Not all the time. You can't get by. Nope.
That's a
Nope.
problem.
No job can't tell anybody
That's a
about
problem.
themselves.
Of course it can.
I mean, you could be a
If
lawyer.
you're a technician, that means you may be more savvy to details.
Would you date a man that works at McDonald's?
That.
Would you date a man that works at McDonald's?
Why not?
Okay.
But Z's different though.
Like,
a lot of women won't date a man that works at McDonald's.
McDonald's?
But you got to think of it like this. And I had to have this conversation with somebody. It was like, okay,
if a
man is working at McDonald's, if
Mhm.
he is the manager, that's a different thing if he is the one flipping burgers. A man can work at McDonald's.
That's fair, yeah.
Right? So if I ask, what does he do? He's the manager of McDonald's. Okay.
But if the man, but hold on, but this is what I'm saying. If the man gave you the face value of just saying, I work at McDonald's, you don't know where he works. Good person, I work at McDonald's.
Okay, but at the end of the day,
but you're different.
Listen,
That's what I'm saying. You're different.
Listen, but on top of it, but hear this. I could choose where I work. I cannot choose my face.
I shoot. I mean.
So which one's worse?
I mean, we were talking about BBL earlier. I mean,
you can choose your face. You can fix it up. You can alter it. Like
yeah, but at the end of the day,
risky.
that man sued his
people are
wife
changing their whole body
fraudulent for the fact that she did plastic surgery. So you cannot choose your face.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it to anybody.
I feel like, as weird as it sounds, I feel like ladies and men, if they really want to, they can choose their face. I feel like, you can pay for a new face. You can, in this world now, you could technically be whatever you want to be.
This is true, but you cannot pay for what that child's going to look like later on. So you could choose to get that pay upgrade though.
So see, you're getting pressed. So what if he started flipping burgers? So you meet each other. He's flipping burgers, but he says, "Hey, start in the next 2 weeks." So you're currently on the date. He's saying, "I'm going to sign a contract where I'm now going to be the manager." So Tristan wants to know: are you going to date someone that starts from flipping burgers to manager, or they have to be a manager off rip?
I'm okay with dating the person who's flipping the burgers,
but as long as they're elevating.
Yes.
Okay. There you go, Tristan.
Yeah, but my face, are we going to be okay if I say, oh, ain't she all right? And you're going to elevate her face?
Some dudes do. Me, I wouldn't, but some dudes
elevate her face.
And you don't think that's insulting? Listen, come on.
The way, hold on.
It depends on her face.
I wouldn't be, first off, I wouldn't elevate my lady's face.
You different.
I want to think of a face.
Fair enough.
I want to think of a face, but like, I don't want to go too left. But like, no, what am I saying? I'll promote fitness, because you can lose the weight and put shea butter and steam, turmeric, put some.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go a surgery route.
Somebody asked the question. So how does she look? She all right. She all right.
No, but when we say all right, she's cool. She's all right.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Don't make no man tell you.
It
or
really
woman
isn't.
tell you.
Oh, beauty's with from within. This heart, you see right here.
What do you mean it really isn't? Hold on. You guys are wicked as hell. It is the eye of the beholder.
No, it's not.
It is the eye of the beholder. There's girls that they say is a fire thing and it's not fire.
No, a fire thing is like the sun shining. It's undeniable. Prove.
No,
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Well, some people can't handle the heat. Some people like the nighttime instead of the dark time, the day.
Hey, yo, you see, people say my jokes are bad, but you, I said, she's a nighttime girl only. That's disrespectful.
You're lagging. What do you say?
In the dark.
They said some people look good in the moonlight, like they're only for dark times. I'm saying a fine woman or a fine dude. Pause. It's the sun shining, like it's undeniable. Like everybody can agree, like, okay, this person's handsome, this person's pretty. You can walk in with Count Dracula all you want.
I guess.
With her bones sticking to her chest and her veins.
I still believe beauty's in the eye of the beholder. I don't think it has to be something visual. You know what I mean?
With her titties hanging to her belly button. You can walk in with that if you want. But some people don't. They don't like that. You know. You can walk in with someone.
I guess.
With missing back teeth.
I guess.
But you have to think of it too. Think of it as well. And again, I said it's only respectful and it's only in alignment to the questioning. You're gonna ask, how does she look? Because you want to know whether or not she can breed children. That seems to be only fair.
We're mammals by the end of the day. Women choose the same thing, but yeah, it's the same thing. Women do the same thing, but it's not as direct. Like you don't directly ask us. They just see. Some women just see who they're whoever's fine, and then there's like, yeah, have his kids, and you'll know because when you're ready to do whatever, and you pull out a condom, they kind of take your hand and just go like.
You think that's what they do? Okay, I'm not gonna.
Do you know differently?
No, sir.
Tell the people them. So people can understand. Maybe they may relate to that experience.
You could be 2 strokes in with the condom, and then
sometimes.
Wait, hold on.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes.
Wait, hold on. And then they slowly hop off, take the condom off, and then sit back down on it. That's when you know you passed.
You'll know when your safety's off. That's what I'm gonna say. You know when your safety's off. To say the pistol, you ain't these. No, you'll know when your safety's off. That's what I'm gonna say. So one thing I'm gonna say. Another thing I'm gonna say is when you're in heat and things are going in, if your brain is not there, you can say anything and anything can happen. That's what I'll say. Anything can happen in that moment. Anything can happen.
Obviously,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Just to be.
I'm not saying anything because if your brain's not there, but like when it comes to having babies, it's a split second to have a child. And then you're thinking about it for months. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say there.
We do practice safe sex. We're just saying. This is a hypothetical to couples who already did their tests and they're comfortable and they're ready and prepared to have a child in the future. We do not commend or condemn.
I'm trying to get married, man.
And parenting.
I'm getting married.
We don't recommend going raw in the streets, catching stuff that you don't need to catch. You just get tested.
Raw in the streets.
You show your papers. Show your papers to each other. You give a agreement, and then you just move forward.
I'm
in love with this conversation that many people don't have. But yes,
I'm getting married. I'm gonna marry my ladies. My lady.
Ladies.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm joking. Sorry. No, I'm not. I'm gonna get married. I'm gonna have some kids.
Shout out to my teacher who is poly. That's very interesting. I think they're still
You're a
married
polyamorous teacher.
Yeah. Actually, Loki got fired for it, which is effed up. But that's a whole nother. Yeah, see, that's a whole...
should have promoted in the classroom.
Not like that. But what happened is, so quick story time.
Wild.
It was sprung on because I think she did an article. I think one of those newspapers. It was back when I was in college, and I guess the faculty saw and they went, and they kind of just like
wild.
They kind of
see, yeah. And then this is where, how does her work ethic, how does her relationship affect her work ethic?
See, if we tie this into social credit score, her credits would have dropped that day. Because
like, for what?
Right.
See?
I'm gonna tell you this.
That was a wild
in construction.
That was a wild day.
In construction, you see you'll hear stories that you're like, whoa, like, and they're still working. You know what I mean? So there's no discriminatory thing. You know what I mean? The only time I've seen something like this happen where mans are getting fired for crazy things is that whole job site situation. You know what I mean?
That we discussed.
That's the one time I've seen. Yes, but I've heard some serious situation, even with some other people. You know what I mean?
So you're saying you're saying equal to that story or worse, or is that story we did the maximum of Fukori that could happen? Is that story the ceiling? For those who don't know, this is the episode.
I'm not gonna bait out colleagues' lifestyles because who knows? Listen to the podcast and they'll know off rip.
For those who are listening, it's the episode "How to Lose Your Job." How to lose your job? What is it called? How to lose your How to lose $120 million contract. That's the episode. Check it out. Full episode's out. SoundCloud.
Yeah. So, but yeah. That's all I have for today. I'm really tired. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm like,
wait, we didn't even have I guess the ending is okay. So Z says no one's loved unconditionally.
Yes.
I stop at children. I think adults not really. I mean, you have your parents, but then some people don't even have that privilege. So it's like, and then Jamie, your answer is, I think you stopped at kids and we kind of just trailed off.
I don't remember what my answer was.
So you said dogs, yes.
No. I said I agree. I agree with the game. Yes, there's moments where you can shift and say, but this situation, but that situation, sure. I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time, and what society does, yes.
Damn. Men get no love out here.
You hear it. There's tracks about it, things about it.
His face killed.
I'm not saying that they don't all the time. I'm saying that it's what's popping right now. If that was the case, they would be rapping about their man. They would be rapping about their man flipping burgers.
Beating your wife because she stepped out of line was a thing back in the day. So I mean,
Pardon?
So beating your wife when she stepped out of line was a thing back in the day. So.
Was it a thing for real? I don't know about that because I the last person even when I was younger, I'm not gonna snitch on anybody, but I know that that someone raised their hand on their lady, and that same hand got broken in 3 places, and that's how just some people get down when it comes to that. You know what I mean? So. I'm not saying that I don't know certain cultures, yes, but I don't think that's, I wouldn't know. I'll just say that based off what I've seen things differently. So yeah, that's all I'll say on that part. But yeah, is there? I guess I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up right there.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I always wrap up.
After what we were talking about, yeah. It's like the underline of this episode, like just raw sex.
Just and also, if you plan to sleep on a cardboard mattress for the Olympics,
just sleep on the floor with the sofa thing. Don't even waste your time.
Don't even waste your time.
You can still get it in.
Don't waste your time. You could still, like that. You see the rooms. There is various places you can do things.
You got space.
I'm not supporting it because you guys have to get your gold medals. That's not what you went to Olympics for.
Right? That should be the title. Wrap it up or get mashed up. Come on now.
Like, so yeah. I guess I keep saying we'll wrap this up. Nancy, you got anything to plug?
Nah, just letting everybody know that the studio is available for renting. Definitely, if you're interested, go and head over to the website at theventpod.ca and send a message, and I'll be in contact. But definitely am slowly but surely getting a team.
Oh no. So, I think my thing is lagging crazy. Sorry.
But yeah, definitely check ZZ.studio TO on Instagram or head over to ZZstudio.ca to book your next photography session.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, and also check out the visual spread that I'm in.
Oh shoot. Congrats. There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations. Delpesh, what you have going on?
Building these followers up. No, I don't call them followers now. I call them supporters. I'm building supporters up. Twitter, Instagram, DELNIGIRO, Del Nigeria. I do cooking stuff. I do other stuff. I do other stuff on other stuff. I gotta do a class to promote me better, like just so I can
drop some bars or some more tagline.
Drop some bars or some taglines. That's what. Yeah, follow me. Shout out to the girls who have more than one Instagram account. I don't know what's going on in your social media pages. I don't know who's stalking you. I also notice how some of you have clean pages, interesting pages, family pages. I bet you have 3 different sets of DMs. But I'm not here for that. I'm here. DELNIGIRO. Support me. I'm not going to say follow me. I don't want people following me. I want people to support me.
All right. You can follow those LUPISTOLS. I should be streaming tomorrow or Tuesday. Follow the Blizzard Boy podcast, Coldest Pod Out. Follow me on Instagram, J Hunterville. I might change it to J Huntervelli. I don't know why. I just felt to.
Or
I might change the name. I don't know yet. What I was gonna say. Nerdsy, you were requested to be a guest on the pod. You were requested before. You kind of bypassed it once, and you've been requested again. So, yeah. But anyway, if you have any questions, send it to askthevent@gmail.com. Are you gonna respond, Nerdsy, before I continue?
I didn't get a message. Send me a message.
I told you.
Send me a message.
So now I have to send you a message.
I mean, whoever is the person who's coordinating for whoever is asking for the interview.
Oh.
But not from you. But send me a message.
Not for me. Not for me. Why not for me?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, we'll talk about that anyway. Anyway, send it send questions, concerns at askthevent@gmail.com. We are on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. And yeah, that's about it. That's all I got over here. Thank you guys for listening and watching. This is the Ven. We out. Peace.